Good Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and we're going to go into the 90s today, tomorrow, and Thursday with heat indices around 100. So you're really going to need to hydrate and be careful outside during the next 48 to 72 hours. This is the daily video forecast discussion for Tuesday, the 28th of July, 2015. And temperatures are on the rise this morning. They're generally running in the upper 60s to low and mid 70s already. Checking out Central Park's already up to 76, LaGuardia 77. Interior New Jersey up the Hudson River Valley, generally upper 60s. Right now, Newark is already at 72, and it's muggy. Dew points are in the upper 60s and low 70s. The winds are basically calm. We do have some restrictions with some fog over interior valleys of New Jersey this morning, where visibilities are less than a quarter of a mile in some spots. Haze and fog around Allentown and Scranton, and Philadelphia is already up to 75 degrees with a dew point of 71, making the humidity in Philadelphia this morning 87%. So it's a muggy, hot, sticky, humid air mass in place. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery this morning shows some of the mid and upper level cloud cover. It can't really show the lower cloud deck so much, but there is some fog across the interior valleys this morning, and that will be burning off. The water vapor channel is showing compression in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, so that's sinking air on a northwesterly flow. No precipitation today, but it's going to get hot into the 90s, and we could be dealing with this heat for several days to come. These heat will not include too much in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity. There will be some interior spotty showers and thunderstorms that could pop up around bay or sea breezes during this afternoon and then dwindle off during tonight after sunset. And the next chance of widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will come on Thursday afternoon and evening, with the weak frontal boundary passing through the region. Watches, warnings, and advisories excepting the immediate coastline here. Anywhere in the greens here, this is air quality alerts, and the air quality alert is in effect until tonight, and could be extended actually further into tomorrow as well. And it basically means that unhealthy conditions exist for sensitive groups, including children, people suffering from asthma, the normal respiratory problems here, and this will result in unhealthy breathing across the region during today, tonight, and likely into tomorrow. Now, across the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia, New York City metro area, we have heat warnings in effect. This is a heat advisory in effect until 6 p.m. tonight, mainly around the New York City metropolitan area. Heat indices in the mid and upper 90s during the afternoon hours today and again on Wednesday, so this is going to extend into tomorrow too. Prolonged exposure to high heat and humidity will result in heat exhaustion and heat stroke, so you really do want to get out of the sun as frequently as possible in air-conditioned rooms, and definitely have plenty of non-alcoholic beverages to keep you hydrated. Surf zone forecast for the New Jersey and New York and Delaware beaches, actually. Mostly sunny today, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. And temperatures will be in the lower 80s at the beaches. That's the only place that's going to receive these sea breezes that will cool off the atmosphere. Everybody else away from the immediate coast will be in the 90s today and tomorrow too. Beach winds will be from the south at about 10 miles an hour, becoming 10 to 15 during the afternoon as the increase of the sea and land differential temperature increases the breeze effect there. Surf will be around 2 feet. Southeast swell at around 2 feet. Dominant period 9 seconds. Surf temperature upper 70s. UVI index is high. Sunscreen a must today. Moderate risk of rip currents, so never swim alone. Always have a flotation device. Swim in lifeguarded areas. And very low impact of threat of lightning today, but there is a chance of a few thunderstorms away from the immediate coast. And the next high tide at Belmar will be basically this evening at 5:34. Low tide at 11:12 this morning. And our morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows basically a frontal line here that's basically almost non-existent. It's a weak frontal boundary, and it's almost in dissolvement here, but it will be a focal mechanism for any bay or sea breezes that develop over and away from the immediate coast to form any shower or thunderstorm activity before dropping and dying off during the evening with the loss of the daytime heating and the sun. Upper level trough over northern New England and the Canadian Maritime sliding to the east. High pressure building in from the west and from the north, and this will keep a northwest flow into the area. And hot, hazy, humid, dry conditions expected during today, tomorrow, and most of Thursday before showers and thunderstorms move into the region during the afternoon and evening. On the aviation weather deck today, we do have some low clouds and fog this morning. It's going to dissipate rather quickly as the sun comes up and works over the atmosphere. Otherwise, basically VFR conditions with cloud bases mostly between 3,500 and 5,000 feet. Sneeze there, sorry about that. Between 3,500 and 5,000 feet. An isolated shower or thunderstorm may develop during the day, especially south and east of Philly. Sea and bay breezes are expected to develop by mid-afternoon and affect Atlantic City, Millville, and Wilmington, with winds turning more to the southeast. During tonight, VFR, however, due to the moist air mass in place, some late-night low clouds and fog redevelops, and the confidence is on the low side at this time. The outlook for Wednesday through Thursday morning, VFR high humidities levels may result in some late night and early morning fog and IFR conditions, haze and fog, light southwesterly wind. Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, there is a chance of showers and thunderstorms that may result in MVFR or IFR conditions at times. The gradient will be from southwest winds at 15 to 20 knots on Thursday afternoon. Friday through Saturday, VFR in place once again with light winds mainly north Friday morning, with sea breezes both Friday and Saturday developing a typical summertime pattern here. And Newark International this morning, 72. Dew point is 69. Ugh. Humidity 91%. Air conditioning, please. Winds southwest at 5. Mostly cloudy skies with a few clouds around 10,000 and 25,000. That's all going to turn around during the morning hours as the sun works over. VFR conditions in place. In Philly right now, we're in MVFR. We have overcast conditions with some fog at 600, broken at 3,000, broken at 25,000, southwest winds at 5, temperature already 75, dew point 71, humidity 88%. And basically VFR conditions in place after the morning fog burns off. Temperatures throughout the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metro area yesterday were generally running in the upper 80s to a few low 90s, but this is going to be much higher during this afternoon and tomorrow. The only relief will be right along the immediate coast. And the UVI forecast for the next couple of days right through the end of this week, which is also the end of the month of July. It's going to be on the high side. You're going to need sunscreen as your sun can begin burning, and your skin can begin burning without sun protection on it after 15 minutes of exposure. And your pollen forecast, again, mainly just grasses and some weeds around the region, producing uncomfortable, stagnant air conditions, air quality conditions, and also with that, well, grass and weeds, so lots of pollen out there still in the air and just around in this stagnant air mass. And the Storm Prediction Center has placed our entire region on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening at a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms will be in clusters, line segments, and bow echoes, which would probably be producing some wind damage across the region. So we'll be watching for this on Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. And the GFS maps into motion, high pressure building in across the region during today, tomorrow, and, well, tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday too. And then we'll have to wait for Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening for a strong cold front to move through. Actually, it's not going to be a very strong cold front. Temperature dew points will be cooler by about 10 degrees or so by Friday, but still the air temperatures aren't really going to cool off too much. The upper level trough in front will make its way through on Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. It could be a bunch of showers and thunderstorms around the area, multicellular and line segments forming bow echoes, which could produce wind damage and locally heavy rainfall across the region. The cold front moves off the coast on Friday morning. We get into a clearing sky and more high pressure building into the region, and a warming of the air mass once again with temperatures back into the upper 80s, and we could be moving into the lower 90s again by early next week. Philadelphia could stay at or near 90 degrees for the next 7 to 10 days, so this is going to be an impressive amount of warming here across the southern reaches of our forecast zones over the next couple of days. But no real organized precipitation expected into the weekend as we really do warm it up back into upper 80s and lower 90s, mostly upper 80s for most of the region, including the shore points during the weekend as well, with sea and bay breezes developing in the afternoon to cool you off. So it's going to be a hot summer weekend coming up for the first weekend of August. So it's typical for summertime to have a couple of days or strings of days where temperatures get or at or over 90 degrees with high humidity. It's typical in summertime once in a while. So just be careful out there, and do be mindful of your pets and elderly people as well. And do drink plenty of non-alcoholic beverages to keep you hydrated, and possibly stay out of the sun as much as possible and into cooler or shaded areas. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm Forecast Robert Smith. Be safe out there. We'll see you bright and early on Wednesday morning.